Hey, what's up guys? Austin with Valhalla Toys. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this Morbius movie coming out, who he is, why Jared Leto is playing him. So let's get into him. Alright, before we dig into this too much, I just want to remind you guys, we do have the Entertainment Earth exclusive Birds of Prey Pops available for pre-order. They're due in stock. We're thinking January 20th, maybe 21st, so next week. The difference here you get, of course, a shiny sticker on there, but you get a trading card in each one, and there's different cards ranging from a ratio of 1:6 to 1:36. Of course, you get a chance for a chase if you order Roman, it's 1:6. So, anyways, we're selling for $11.99 on the site. Go ahead, snag them up before they're gone. They are going fast. And while you're there, check out some of our other pre-orders. We got some awesome Dragon Ball stuff coming. Some vintage collection Star Wars, some of the Black Series 6 Star Wars, got a Boba Fett Star Wars helmet coming, all kinds of cool stuff. And don't forget, we also sell a bunch of the older lines like Marvel Universe. We have some Kevin Eastman autographed original Ninja Turtles, Bebop and Rocksteady. So check it out, ValhallaToyShop.com. Now, let's get on to Morbius. Alright, so he's kind of an outcast character. Not a lot of familiarity out there, especially on my part. I know about him from the Marvel Legends lines back a couple years ago. But let's get into his background a little bit, right? So Dr. Michael Morbius, he's a Nobel Prize winning biochemist, he's a biologist, he's a neuroradiologist, and unfortunately for him, he was diagnosed with a very rare blood disease. And as typical with the genius type, he spends years experimenting with different cures, but ultimately ends up turning himself into a pseudo-vampire when he tries to form a cure with the DNA from a vampire bat, using some electroshock therapy, and now he's basically like a vampire superhuman who has some really badass powers. So he's got echolocation, night vision, flight, hypnotism, and of course super strength and awesome healing. So he's not harmed by the typical vampire weaponry like folklore would have you believe, like silver and garlic, holy water, and all that kind of stuff. But, as is always the case with superpowers, comes some downsides. So, he does have an aversion to light. He has to digest blood to survive. And when he does bite someone, they kind of become a vampire, but not quite. He is able to cure them with an antidote he created. The downside for his victims is they don't get his super cool healing powers, so they can still be killed while under his spell, or whatever you want to call it. So, where does Morbius fit in regards to the Marvel Universe? Well, he was introduced in the Spider-Man number 101. In the past, we've seen him tangle with Spider-Man, we've seen him tangle with Human Torch, some of the original X-Men. But one of the more interesting facts is that he can actually use Spider-Man's irradiated blood to kind of tamp down his vampirism, send it into remission for short periods of time. So there's some kind of cool crossover in the Spider-Man universe with Venom and Spider-Man and some of the other characters. And that's what I'm really interested to see. You know, we've got Columbia, Sony, and Marvel Studios kind of teaming up to bring this out, and so I'm really wondering if this is going to add to the complexity and just the overall interest and badassery that is Spider-Man and Venom. I guess the next question we have for you is, how do you feel about Jared Leto going from DC's Joker and Suicide Squad to Marvel's Morbius? I'll be honest, he was not my favorite Joker. It's not him, it's the iteration of the Joker that I didn't like. I'm still on the Heath Ledger bandwagon. I think the dark, gritty Joker is my favorite, will always be. But I think Jared Leto is excellent for this part. If you look at him physically, compared to the renderings of Morbius, I think he fits great. Not to mention, his acting ability is top-notch. I think he has a great range. I think he's going to bring a lot to this role. And I think he's a good fit because he's able to pull off some odd characters. And with Morbius being relatively unknown, I think he's a great person to introduce him to the masses. So we're expecting this movie. Last I saw was towards the end of July, at least for the U.S. release. I love again that Columbia, Sony, and Marvel are teaming up to bring this to us, and I think it's really going to amp up the Spider-Man / Venom storyline. So overall, let us know your thoughts. We really do want to know how you guys feel about the Morbius movie, where you think it might tie in, and just overall, Morbius getting a standalone movie. I'm starting to like it. We're looking to do a video maybe on Black Widow. I'm really stoked. I saw the trailer the other night during the National Championship game. Got that deeper look. Scarlett Johansson still rocking it, still being awesome. Definitely going to get into that, and looking forward to some toy lines. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. As a lot of you may know, we are new to YouTube. We're a new company. We're going into our 6th month now. And we want to thank all of you so much for supporting us on ValhallaToyShop.com, on our eBay store, which the link is right here, and of course down below. We've had a lot of great success. We've met some really cool people online. And starting next month, we'll be hitting up some toy expos in the San Antonio area in February, March, and beyond. So just thank you guys again for all the support. Catch us on Instagram. That's where we spend most of our time. Check out ValhallaToyShop.com. We've still got about 2,700 unique items that we're going to be adding over the coming months. Check out our eBay store. We're kind of splitting inventory between the two. I think you'll find some really cool stuff that you'll like. So, until then, take care of yourselves, take care of the toy community, and we'll catch y'all later.